the Abundance Oracle here. And today we're going to have a little different. Oh, please like, subscribe, and share. Today we're going to have a little bit different conversation. It's going to be more of an interactive conversation. And it's about becoming someone different than who you are. So let me just ask you, what would it take you to become the next best, better you than you currently are? So um, this topic came up because I'm looking to increase my net worth, and from where I am now, it's a mammoth leap forward from what I currently know to be able to get to the next level that I'm aiming for. What is it going to take me to be able to go and get the skill set and the knowledge that it's going to take to jump from where I am to get 5 times larger than I already am? 500% larger. So I'm going to have to be willing to be uncomfortable. I'm going to have days that I'm going to think it's not going to work. I have days I'm going to think, oh, this is great. This is going to work out just fine and dandy. So I'm going to have to manage what I think about that little voice in my head going off and put it aside. Oh, thank you. That's nice. Oh, you're having a tough day. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for sharing. Let's put that little voice aside and let's look at the little voice I need inside my head to accomplish what I want to accomplish. That I'm more committed to accomplishing than what that little computer voice in my head is saying. Either some people might think, oh, this is going to be easy. Some people are think this is going to be hard. Some people might think, I have no idea what it's going to take to get to where I want to go. How are you going to figure it out, though? How are you going to figure out how maybe you have to learn not to be grumpy in the morning? I mean, some of these things are just really basics, but it's self-discipline. Self-discipline for yourself, for you to have what you want in your life. And the more you can discipline yourself, not someone else disciplining you, the more you can do and motivate and self-discipline yourself to head towards your goal instead of heading towards whatever that nya 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 voice. I don't know, what does your voice say to you in your head when you're trying to reach your next goal? I almost said when you're struggling to reach your next goal, but that's what my thought is, that I'm struggling. How about what does your mind say when you're enjoying getting to your next goal? Or you're celebrating the milestones, the small milestones that you're having towards getting to your new goal? What is your brain right now saying to you? Is it saying, oh, this is hard. Oh, I don't listen to myself. You're talking to yourself saying, I don't listen to myself. So let's just see. Write down. I want to see, are you someone that thinks it's going to be hard? Are you someone that thinks you just need to learn more information? Or you think you need to have the right friends? Do you think you need to have, maybe you go to the past. Oh, I don't know about this goal stuff because, after all, my parents didn't teach me that. And I should have learned this 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Some people I know are hanging on to the conversation. Oh, my parents did this and that, or they weren't that accomplished, so it's harder for me. Well, how many years have you been having that conversation? Why didn't you yourself, not blaming it on your parents, not blaming it on your girlfriend or your wife who wants to go on a trip instead of being dedicated to accumulating wealth, accumulating a little pot so that you can have that little pot of money work for you instead of you always having to work for the money. It takes a big dedication. I told someone I was talking to today the story that when I got divorced, I didn't have a job, I didn't have any child support coming my way, and I had two little kids. And the house that we got had two little bedrooms upstairs, little, literally little bedrooms upstairs, and those old-fashioned closets were not even a full small closet. It's like half a closet in the olden days. So instead of taking the pain of putting my children in a different location that wasn't good for them because of the school, that system, I put them in an excellent school system because I was committed to them. I chose to live in the dirt basement with stone walls, dirt floor, and a bed right next to the washer and dryer. Now, the washer and dryer had it a little better than I did because it was at least on a concrete platform. But I wasn't going to let that stop me. I was committed to my goals. I needed my children to have a place that they could feel secure in, that they were okay about, because I just moved them out of a different country to come back home to a new house, to a new school system. I needed them to be in good mental and physical condition. So, you know what? I knew how to manage my mind. They were 4 and 6 years old. They didn't know how to manage their mind yet. They didn't know how to build something from nothing yet, which is what I was asking them to do. So I decided and I chose to put myself in the basement. I took and I bought one of those little metal poles and I hung it up. That's where my clothes went. And every time the heater went on in the wintertime, it was an old heater, so I was down there right with the heater. I could, oops, okay, here comes the heat goes on again. Try and get back to sleep because you have to get up early in the morning and make breakfast for everyone and pack sandwiches because you can't afford to send them to buy a school lunch because that's too much money right now. Oh, make sure, okay, what do I have to, close my eyes, what do I have to sell to be able to make it through the next month? I chose to have the difficulty when my kids were small and to teach them it's okay where we are and where you are, and we're going to grow, and life is going to get better and better and better and better. And I kept my promise to them. And now I say, the other day I said, you've come a long way, and we've come a long way as a family. And my oldest daughter said to me, when I knew we were going to be okay. I said, no. When? When did you know we were going to be okay? She said, when we went to the campground, as in tents and camping and like that, campground, because not so expensive. She said, when you let us go one time at Strawberry Park, and that was in Connecticut, I think, you let us go buy chicken nuggets at at the little booth, the little it wasn't a restaurant, those little snack shop things, and we could afford chicken nuggets, and you let us buy something not at home, but go out and enjoy ourselves. She learned the lesson. And now, they've earned from 11 years old babysitting, kept all the money they earned. Cameron, my youngest one, she tried dog walking. I don't know if I ever told you this. We got to one house, and they had like a brown big lab, not a little lab, a big lab, and it was taller than she was. And I said to the woman, I said, I'm going to teach her how to walk the large dogs, because I knew I couldn't leave her there with the woman with the dog. And I said, and so I walked with her and helped her hold the dog, and we never took a dog walking job with a large dog anymore. We spoke to the people, what kind of dog do you have? So the dog job didn't last very long, but we had a lot of other jobs. Selling cucumbers that I grew door to door, making pot holders at night, which was our art project. It wasn't like, oh my God, we need to sell this pot holder for $2 just to get you some lunch money for school, or they were going to a field trip, a museum field trip, and everybody was paying for lunch on the field trip. So the little things, I went from that to having a lot of abundance, a lot. And if I can do it, you can do it. And I'm sharing my trip along the way with you, because now I made a huge goal for myself, for which I have no way of knowing how to get to where I'm going to go. And you know what? I know I'm going to meet somebody along the way, and I'm going to talk to people. And there's somebody's going to say something to me that resonates. I'm going to say, yeah, that's what I'm going after next. And I'm going to learn about it. And I'm learning about this crazy Bitcoin stuff now. I'm an old lady trying to figure out the internet and how you put up, all this stuff and everything. The economic ninja, the one that challenged me to make a YouTube channel, is the one that I listen to, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, here we go. It's a new skill I gotta learn. I might need this for the future. I could live 20 more years, 30 years. I don't want to be the last one of my friends alive, so let's say 20 years. Now, I'll tell you the biggest issue for me. How do I get rid of all that I own to my children without paying massive estate taxes? It's not a little task. It's a big task. And I'm doing that simultaneously while I train them how to manage everything and try and build more. There's a lot of things out there that I've got to learn. And if I can do it, you can do it. So I want you to have faith in yourself and find the good people to learn from that are willing to share their knowledge of their successes and their mistakes. Because you need to learn both sides of the game. Learning what other people have done in mistakes might save you from ever making the same mistake. Think it might be boosting you fast, not just to learn how to do it well, but how to learn what not to do as well. Anyhow, this is the Abundance Oracle. Remember that house, the condo I told you I was going to buy? I didn't quite know how I was going to do it. I said, I'm going to do it. I just got approval for the mortgage, and I'm supposed to be closing September 4th, if everything, knock on wood, works out. And now I learned about a new kind of trust that Florida has, so that my primary house, or home, I should say, because it's not a house, will pass through to my daughter without having to go through probate. So that's what I'm going to do next, the first time I've ever doing that. I'm learning as I go. You can learn too. I love you. Have confidence. Some days are going to seem up and some days are going to seem down. But all you need to do is keep plugging forward towards the steps. And if you don't know what to do, you say, talk to someone who might know which direction I need to head. Have the right attitude in the process and enjoy it. You'll be successful faster than you know it. Love you all. Talk to you later. I would like to get to the beach one day soon. I've just been working so much. Change of season, change of renters, change of a lot of stuff around here. Love you all. I'm going to show you Miss Beauty's eggs. She just started laying. I call her Miss Beauty. She's black beauty, solid black, and she has blue eggs. So don't let me forget. I need to do that. All right. Love you all. Can't wait to talk to you. Write down below what yours is. Your brain usually negative when you start something new, or is it positive? Is it inquisitive? What is it? It would just be interesting to find out what brains are saying as we proceed forward with this accumulation of abundance in many different ways. Love you all.